going on, family? Black Feniks checking in with you this morning, man. I'm about to get ready to do some fabrication. I got my pieces laid out. I'm going to show it to you real quick. So I got my stuff laid out on the ground. Everything is cut and I cleaned it already and got all my pieces like I needed. All I got to do now is just cut these ends. I'm going to cut these with a cutting torch here in a second. And I'm going to utilize the space I got. And I did some math right here. This space I got is pretty much a 10 by 12. This concrete little slab that I got here. And you know, I remember being in my cell, man. 8 by 6, I think. Or 5 by 8 or whatever it was. Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. Sometimes you have to utilize what you got. And I was thinking about that before I started working, man. I was just thinking about how when I was incarcerated, man, I had to come up with my greatest ideas in that small space. Like that space that I had, that's where I did my research. I read, I studied, I prayed, I talked, I had whole conversations with guys. I actually developed ideas, literally. Like, I came up with my movement while I was there. You know what I mean? So sometimes we'll think that we need these big spaces and we need this office and we need these certain tools and it got to be new and I got to have this truck and it got to be this brand, and all the time you're wasting time on your idea, your vision. Your vision could be already in motion. I mean, because I don't knock us wanting great things. I think that's wonderful. I mean, it motivates me to see somebody else doing what they need to do. And then now that I have grown, it let me know, okay, this is what I like. This is luxury to me. You know, everybody got their different luxuries and what they like in life and how they want to live their life. So now that I know that, I know what I need to do. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have to complain anymore. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the system. I understand what the system did. And yeah, I got angry. Once you wake up and you see how the system has deceived you, you see how you have been lied to growing up, and you see how what your parents did or your father did, and you see how things are, it's gonna get you pissed off. You're gonna be mad. But then you have the right then to make a decision. Am I gonna allow me to be better, or allow me to be bitter? If I be bitter at the system is steady going on. It's steady doing what it's doing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change it because I'm mad at it, because I want to say, oh man, that's not going to change it. So now that I know, I got to be smart enough to say, okay, how can I use it to my advantage to say, however long I got on this nice, green, shiny, bright earth full of oxygen, however long I got, how can I make this the best life possible for me? And that way I can help others and live a good life and bless my kids and my family. How can I make this good for me? You know, and that's where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? I done had the opportunity to have a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? For my age, man, I done drove Benzes. You know what I mean? Take that back. I didn't have a Benz. I had a BMW. And I owned it. You know what I'm saying? So I done drove foreign. You know what I mean? I done had the whips, the rims, the 26s, the 24s, the 22s, the 20s, the 18s. You see what I'm saying? Literally, all the way down to the 16s, customs. I done had them from the 16s to the 26s. And at the end of the day, you know, I realized a lot of the stuff I was doing, it was just to impress some people that I didn't like, or to let some people know, oh, I got this, or to pull this certain female to say, hey, man, look at me, look what I got going on, or to put attention on myself when I didn't need the attention. You see what I'm saying? From the police or the haters or the jackals or the robbers or whatever. So, you know, now I just learned that, you know what? I know what I want now, you know. And I'm going to be real with you, man. Just to be honest with you on this video. It took me coming to the desert. It took me coming out here to Phoenix, Arizona. And I've been out here 3 years, knocking on 3 years in March. Well, in February, I'll be out here in 3 years. And this has been my wilderness. You know how Moses had his wilderness. You know, they stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. And that's when they found themselves, and then they got their promised land, and they, you know, things went to another level. Well, I feel like this has been my wilderness. This is where I found me. This is where I had to find out who I was as a man. I had to test my character because I didn't have no friends, no associates, no families, I had to go knock on my own doors. I had to make my own opportunities happen. The relationships that I had built, I had to build them. I had to go out and put my hand out and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. Hey, can I help you out on this project? Hey, let me show you my work ethics. I had to learn this. You see what I'm saying? And it made me. It made me get closer to God. It made me actually talk to him, just like Moses. I had to talk to him, because if I didn't talk to him, who was I going to talk to? You know what I mean? Like, it was like stressful, you know what I mean? And so I had to learn the system. So it took all of that to get me where I am today, as far as, being um, financial free to the point where I'm not worried about nothing. Now I'm building, taking care of debts, and now I'm trying to figure out my next move to be my best move. You know what I mean? So I'm working on some things so that way I can have a better future for my kids. So that way I can be around my son that's 8 years old and my daughter that's 13. I can spend more time with them, and they live in Arkansas. So I don't have to be there, but if my finances is good, I can see them 2, 3, 4 times a year. I can send for them, and it's worth it, and I can write it all off. I'm trying to get to that point. So just to even show my kids, it don't matter where you at. It's once you figure out, okay, in life, I got bills, I got this, I know this is going to cost me. It is what it is. So now let me figure out, how can I make the money or replace this income or make this situation benefit me? And that's what I'm doing with my RV spot. That's what I'm doing with my me moving to Phoenix, figuring out the system, what direction I need to go, and now I know what I need to do. I know I need to create products. I know I need to have a strong service that's needed, I know I need that. So now that I know my niche, I know how to get my hog on now. I know what to do. I realize the system can't hold me back. Can't nobody hold me back but me. But you. You know what I mean? Once you know, can't nobody hold you back. Regardless of what they say, they can hate all they want to hate. But they can't hold back what's meant to happen. Progress. It's meant to happen to those who hustle, those who network. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's inevitable. We keep knocking a door. Somebody's going to come open this damn door. You see what I'm saying? So we just got to keep doing it. Keep getting our hog on with whatever you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And I'm using this in my life as an example, because I know somebody need to see somebody that looks just like me doing this. And they probably think, man, I can't do this. Man, all these excuses. Man, I've been to prison. I've been to prison too. I did a decade, 10 years, from 16 to 26. Oh, man, I done did that. Oh, man, I was in the streets. I've been in there too. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, we can make excuses, or we can find out solutions. You see what I'm saying? Excuses, solutions. Find a solution to it. We all got a problem. We all gonna face something as long as we live and alive. So while we're here, let's figure out some solutions. Hold on.